I want to talk with you about what I believe is the great adventure of our time. It is the enterprise for which our time will be remembered for by future ages, future generations. It is the great adventure. This time will be remembered because this is when people first set sail for other worlds. And, you know, 1,000 years from now, I believe that if we are successful in this enterprise of getting humanity off this planet and out into space, there will be human civilizations, not only on Mars, as in our solar system, but hundreds of planets and other solar systems in this region of the galaxy. And when they look back at this time, they will not remember it for its various bloody struggles in the deserts and other places in which faction came out on top. It will be remembered for what we did to make their grand interstellar civilization possible. And so this is the great adventure, and great nations should be part of it. And I think Poland is a great nation. Great nations should be great things, and you should be. I would invite you to be part of this. I'm going to focus in this talk on the grand vision of our generation, which is establishing humans on Mars. But I do want to say before I begin, and I'd be happy to answer questions about this afterwards, that Poland can both participate in that as well as in the robotic exploration program that is currently going on, which is a necessary reconnaissance to precede that. But I think that Poland could be a direct player in the current robotic program, and not only be by participating in European and American missions, as it has been doing, but by having missions of its own. The Mars Global Surveyor Orbiter that the United States sent to Mars in 1990, arrived in 1996, launched in 96 rather, cost $150 million. There are shopping mall projects here in Poland that cost more than that. And I think it is entirely within the technological capabilities of Poland to build a spacecraft of that character and have it launched to Mars, one of its international partners, but to be a Polish mission to Mars. Okay? And I think if we were to do that, that would redefine what Poland is to the entire world. Okay? And it would also redefine it for your own people, and in particular for your youth. It would say to every young person in Poland, if you want to be a space explorer, you don't have to leave this country, you can do it here. That Poland will be one of the nations that is doing that. But now, on to the issue of the human exploration of Mars. I do believe that this is a task that can be done in our own time. The current planning charts at NASA put it out a number of years, and frankly, I don't think that's necessary. In other words, I don't think it has to be put on another generation. I do think this is something that we can begin today. That if we did begin it today in a serious way, we could have humans on Mars in about 10 years. That is, the first people who land on Mars could be people that are in the astronaut corps today or in college today, not who are waiting to be born. Okay, now how can I say that? People who have depicted this in various publications have usually talked about spacecraft like this, gigantic nuclear-powered spaceships using advanced propulsion systems necessary to send humans to Mars. And if this was needed, it would not be something that we can currently contemplate. But I know the rationale for these kinds of things, and I'll show you a plan that I was significantly responsible for developing. It's called Mars Direct, that could enable us to do human Mars exploration with the kinds of technologies that are available in the present age. Now, by the way, I should say that this is, of course, a complicated subject, and I won't be able to explain it at adequate length in a talk of half an hour or so. But if you do want to find out more about it, I've written a book on this. It's called The Case for Mars in English, or Shots Mars.